Good day everyone. In today's videos for the Dimple Lock beginner series number 3, I will be picking and gutting this Mul-T-Lock 7x7, and this is really a lock that has Mul-T-Lock only by name, and you will see why. Just before that, what I did is, as you can see in the back, I actually removed 6 of the pin on one side to facilitate the gut. So just before starting, I wanted to show something. So I also removed the lock, the cam, I guess, and just to see how the double side mechanism work. These key actually do not have any shoulder, so that would mean, if there is nothing in the back of the plug, it would just go further than what it needs to go. So the way they're doing it is you have this like wafer of metal that will push this mechanism in the centers that you can see there, that will engage or not with the cam. And so if, for example, in this case, if I put a key or if I push any kind of object from that side, you're going to see it shift and then engage with, yeah, here it is, engage completely with the cam. So when you're trying to pick it, you have the first thing that you have to do is push this wafer completely to the back. So let's do that. So here it is. So let's see if I can put a little bit of angle. And this lock is relatively simple to pick, similar to the D6 in the previous video. So in this case, I will just use a flat flag because the key is very wide open and like windshield wiper. Just like the previous video, the way you want to do it is such that when you're picking the pin, you are turning the plug in the opposite direction of what you are tensioning it. So for example, if I'm tensioning, clockwise, I will have to pick it counterclockwise, so from the top right area. And in this case, so I'm going to start with, go down the stack. So here that was 2, 3 is very slight touch is going to set 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is, I'm on 7 here, actually no, 6 here, and then 7, and this is what you want to do. So I've touched 7, and 7 was like the normal pin, and now I am in a deep false set. And now it's just a simple way of like going through all the pin, and as I'm going down, you're going to see, so here I'm pushing down number 1, and I have counter rotation. And at some point here, I'm at the head of the spool, and now I can just keep pushing a little bit, and it's going to come back to the full set. So number 1 has been set. Now let's go to number 2. Number 2 is set. 3 was set from the first pass. 4 set. 5th set, and the 6 was already set from the first pass. So here we have a pick. And so if we want to do it the other way, so if I want to tension the lock anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, sorry. Now in this case, what I will have to do is I will have to put my pick on the top left position, and repeat the same process. So going down the stack, I'm going to set number 3. I think I overset it. Sorry, let me restart. Okay, now let's go all the way to the back to get the 7th set. And I have now, here it is, I have the same false set. And so now I can just go through all the pin and repeat the same process. So number 1, I need to first center my flag. 1, counter rotation, flat, and set. 2, counter rotation, flat, and set. 3, set. 4, counter rotation, flat, and set. 5th, counter rotation, and here it is. Okay, let me try to get my pick back. It's stuck behind the number 3. Here we are. So as you see, it's just a matter of tensioning the cylinder the right way, and then everything just open relatively easily. So let's go ahead and get this one to see what's inside. So let me just recenter that. Here we are. So first thing that I need to do is remove these clips, these C-clips. Let me actually relock the cylinder, it's going to be easier. And the first time you have to remove these ones, they are really a pain in the neck. They are pretty strong, but once you've removed them once, they are a little bit more forgiving. Okay, so in this case, let me open. So yeah, this side only has 1 pin, so it's really easy to just move everything. So I'm just going to put that 1 pin out, get the cylinder, and there's up here is a spring and plug. So let me just put that away. So this is the other side. You can see the back wafer that I was talking about. Now what you can do is you can get the cam mechanism out, and let me unlock. So take a key, and then you're going to see that as I sorry, let me get some focus here. As I put the key in, the wafer is coming out, and just at the right, if I go past that, and it's too far away, so I really have to dial in the key to the right location, and now it's turning. Okay, so let me put that wafer out, and I need a follower. Here we are. Okay, and here I can get the here we are. So all 7 pins are here. And let me grab them. So this is number 6, 3, 1. Can I get the other ones? Oh, here we are. Number 7, number 5, actually 4. And then, okay, number 5, we'll have to dump it. Number 2 here. So this plug has nothing special, and actually you can see it's really a cheap version of the lock, because there is no, there are holes for anti-drill, but they're not populated. There's this one hole that I'm not exactly sure what it is used for. Other than that, it's really, you can see there's no warding at all. Okay, so now let's look at the content of, so you have at least one anti-drill, you know, moon shape insert here. And now let's go and get the pins. So, you know, nice, I mean, a long spool, which actually make it easy to pick, and we'll go through that later. The springs are pretty strong, so you have to be, you know, a little bit careful, otherwise everything is going to shoot at you. And so the driver pin and spool seem to be stacked, and by stack I mean, you know, there will be different lengths depending on the key pin, and we'll see that on the close-up. That was number 5. Number 6, and the last pin with number 7, and it's a steel driver. Okay, up. Here is the last. So nothing special besides this half moon shape in the Bible. And so what makes this lock very easy to, or easier to pick is, so let me zoom in and I will, so this is this size here. So here is a close-up of the situation. Oop. So what you see is the drivers are kind of not always the same length, and so number 3 really just need, it's very deep, you know, very long pin, so it just need to be touched to go to the shear line. Then what you do is you touch the last one, which is the standard driver, and then every pin end up in the spool waist, and then you just have to go through them one by one, set everything, and I guess the tolerance are not too stringent, which means that you can set a pin and have nothing else to fall. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and remember the rule: only try this at home and leave any ferro locks to professional.